Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for the listening party. Yeah, excellent. Gonna be doing some more Feed Bands releases, and yeah, let me just bring it up on here. Well, let's get the music going. We're gonna be listening to Unknown Relatives. So this was the very first Feed Bands release from May 2013. So they've been around a while now. And I guess I was one of the early members, so that's pretty cool. I have the first 3 releases, and then I skipped a bunch, so... But, yeah. I'm not giving up my subscription now, so... It's too good, and it only gets better. Sadly, on the website, this one is sold out. They have an archive of their past records, and this one is sold out. It's good garage rock. Too many people here yet. That's fine, the music is gonna keep playing. I think I'm gonna play 3 records. We'll see. Hey, Matt. I hope work was well. Good. Yeah. Good and well. I'm rocking out for you. Hopefully you can hear it okay. But yeah, be safe driving. Matt's driving home from work, so... Don't worry, Matt, there's an alcohol-free beverage. Not sugar-free, though. I'm up to 2 people watching. Welcome. Oh, 3 now. Excellent. I was trying to think that maybe Mean Mr. Mayo was stealing my thunder. He has a live video going on right now, too. Welcome to those joining. We're just listening to Unknown Relatives, which is on Feedbands. You can go to feedbands.popcrackle.com. Pick yourself up a free record. Yes, Matt was just asking about copyright issues with the live videos. Unfortunately, yes. Not so much while it's live, but as far as people being able to replay it, they'll, in the last live video, I mean, I was playing like Feed Band's releases and that little Western Swing cassette, and those got flagged. They weren't blocked, but they apparently put ads on the videos. Now some copyright holders will actually block it. So that happened in one of my early live videos when I was in Mad Platter. That got completely blocked, and in order for me to be able to make it available for viewing again, I had to remove the audio. And for a listening party, you know, that would not be a good thing. So hopefully it's not going to happen. But I mean, these are Feed Band's releases, so I don't think so. But yeah, copyright issues are a thing, definitely. I'm kind of thinking, at least. The video you posted had 2 blocked claims, so yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, while it's live, you can pretty much play whatever you want. But if you want people to be able to view it afterwards, yeah, you have to be careful what you play. You filed a dispute under fair use. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of a gray area. I mean, I like to think that using music at all in these videos is fair use, but I mean, it's not like we're trying to profit off the music. We're sharing the music and, you know, helping people discover the music, so I don't know. This album's good, but it's far from one of their best releases. But as far as I know, it was their very first release, so, I mean, considering it was their first and, you know, they don't have, like, the pool of artists that they do now, I'm sure. So, but I like it. I like it. Unknown Relatives. Self-titled. One of the claims was about the video content? Interesting. Oh, yeah, because you've been putting clips in. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering, like, you know, Matt's trading sort of rough waters there, tricky territory. The little clips that you put, I would think that would be fair use, though. I don't know. End of side 1. I have a different setup, as you can see, so it's tricky maneuvering around. I didn't leave myself much space. Yeah, so this was the very first, and I'll show you the record itself real quick. This was the very first release, I'm pretty sure. A nice, it looks more yellow on the camera, but it's actually kind of pretty orange. But you see the label is very, very generic. So they've come a long way from these days. And also on these early releases, at the time I had a little cheap Jensen JTA 220, I think it was, just a little record player, and it would skip like crazy, especially at the beginning of each side. And that was one reason I ended my subscription at that time. And then, you know, now I have an actual turntable rather than just a little cheap record player. So, yeah, so I had to come back to it, and yeah, they've come a long way from these days, so. Alright, let's get to side B. I suspect some people are, because my viewer numbers are pretty low right now, so I suspect some people are watching the Mean Mr. Mayo. Unfortunately, I'm competing with him, so he's absolutely insane about these live videos now. He's an addict. I think one of his recent ones, I think it was, I think he said it was 4.5 hours, in the morning, and then in the evening he did another 3.5 hours or something like that. That's just, oh my goodness. It's kind of scary. Yeah. But, you know, he's enjoying it, so that, I mean, I enjoy these too. I just do it once a week, though. Pretty much. I keep looking over here for the camera, but I have the phone flipped the other way, so the camera's over there, so I keep looking in the wrong spot. Forgive me. Cheers, everybody. I love this Malta Goya. Malt beverage. So good. Is it sweet? Yes. Not overly sweet. I believe, well, I know Goya is a Mexican brand or a Latin American brand. I don't remember. Well, I mean, it's brewed in Pennsylvania, so anyway, I would say it's lightly sweet. Very, very good. It's a very distinctive taste. I might compare it a little bit to licorice, maybe. So, I love it. Woo-wee. Hey, Deadwax66. Some of my Grails? Oh man. You're gonna make me think? Oh. I have vinyl all over the place, so this could be tricky. Yeah, that's tricky. Okay, so pretty much anything by Charlie Parker is a Grail. So I wasn't specifically looking for this. I specifically look for anything of Charlie Parker, which is very rare, you know, to find in the wild. And this is easily one of my best pickups ever. So Charlie Parker from the Jazz series. Let's see, I should just take the plastic off, but I realize now I recently picked some up on this series, Archive of Jazz Series Folk Music. So I found this at Salvation Army for 25 cents. 25 cents. When I found it, I cursed. Oh man. Yeah, I love Charlie Parker. I think I can find another Grail too. All right. Deadrack 66. I don't know if you were able to see it. Sorry, I have a dog under my chair. I have to be careful. There's a glider and it rocks back and forth. Yeah, you were saying that you froze briefly there. I was showing Charlie Parker. I picked this up at Salvation Army for 25 cents. When I found it, I cursed. Oh man, one of my all-time best finds, easily. I'm a big soundtrack fan, and one of my all-time favorite movies is Planet of the Apes. So I found not one, but 2 copies of the soundtrack for Planet of the Apes. And it's interesting, one is just regular, and then the other is a gatefold. Other than that, they're identical. So I was so excited to find these. I don't remember where I found them now. I think they may have been at Savers. I'm pretty sure, actually. And yeah, I probably gasped. Did they have a reissue of this? I don't know. This looks pretty original to me. It says copyright 1968. yeah. Very cool. Oh, is one a later pressing? Well, they both say 1968, so I'm not sure. It's hard to say. This is from the non-gatefold. Yeah, completely different label. This is from the gatefold. Huh, interesting. A while back, I made sort of a vinyl confession that I played dirty records, and this is one of the records that I played dirty. I just did a dry wipe of it. Yeah, I'm guilty. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into more of their pressings. This was the first I had heard of them, so I'm assuming they do a lot of soundtracks. I don't know, but I love soundtracks, so. I'm sure there's more Grails I could dig out, but hey, Mark Mai, you love Project 3? Excellent. It's another warm one today. I don't think it reached triple digits, but it's hot. Yeah, like I said, I've never seen them before, so yeah, definitely hard to find in the wild. Hey, Mackenzie. Enoch Light is one of those that I never know if I should pick it up or not. Because you see them in Goodwill all the time, so that kind of, in my mind, it kind of lessens the value, I guess I would say. Oh, you're trying to complete the, I think Mark Mai said he's trying to complete the discography of Enoch Light. I always get them. Yeah, I probably have one somewhere. I'm not sure. Project 3, okay. Tim Allen chose mini Enoch light. That's funny. I do like this album, actually. It has its moments. I think this is one of the better moments. This might be a stretch, but in my mind I'm making a comparison to Dinosaur Jr., but in reality, you know, that's a bit of a stretch. This is probably the best song on the album, though. Hey, Tanner. Sounds great, huh? Excellent. Very relaxing. Considering this was the first ever release on Feedbands, you know, they were off to a great start. So, and let me tell you, they've come a long, long, long way from these days. This was, I think earlier I said May of 2013. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, this album is sold out on Feedbands, but you can still go to feedbands.popcrackle.com and and get a free record. So they play a wide, or they sell a wide variety of music on there. That's one thing I love about it. Yeah, I can't. I mean, my last live video was like 2 hours, just shy of 2 hours, and I can't imagine doing 4.5 hours. It's like, did he take a break to have a meal, or? I love him though. He's a great guy. A lot of fun to watch, but you know, no one's gonna watch anyone for 4.5 hours. Oh man, it's funny because it seems like you like the live videos, yeah. Pee break, yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. It'll come back to me. They are not paying me to put that there. You know, I just like people to see what I'm drinking. Well, it's bottled in Pennsylvania, but I think it's considered either Mexican or Latin American drink. That's where I found it, in the sort of Mexican section of the grocery store. And it's only very specific grocery stores that carry it too. All right, so that was that one. I have myself hemmed in there. So again, for those that maybe didn't see the color, look at that. There, that's more true to color there. As you can see, it's translucent orange. And the label, you'll notice, is very, very generic. I think they had that label on the first several. Oh, Deadwack66 says Goya is always in Kroger's Mexican section. Yeah, because Goya is, you know, that's one of their brands. So, anyway, that was that one. Very good listen. But honestly, it's far from their best, though. So, I do have a couple more here. This is the second release, and uh-oh. I don't want to step on the record there, but this is the second release from June of 2013, the Vliets. V-L-I-E-T-S. This one is still available. This one I think is supposed to be psychedelic. So it's been quite a while since I listened to it. And again, you see the generic label there. This is kind of on a kind of purple, and then it has some like white marks in it. The colors of their colored vinyl are much better now. These I think were colored by a machine, and I think now they're colored by hand, so they're much higher quality. But let's check this one out. Yeah, it was interesting in the early days. The record would come with a matchbook that had their logo on it. It was kind of odd, but or maybe that just happened once. I don't remember. You know, that was like 4 years ago. So, all right. So let's check out the Vliets. Up to 7 people. I'm stealing some people away from me, Mr. Mayo. Oh, hey, Brian. Actually, it's supposed to be purple. Or, oh, were you talking about this? It's not actually beer, but yeah, Deadwack66 was saying that he's never heard of the Vliets. There's a reason for that. Basically, Feed Band specializes in pressing vinyl of bands that are unsigned. So, yeah, that's one thing I love about them, you know? I mean, you can't really get this music anywhere else. So, well, I suppose, you know, some of these do have band camps, that sort of thing, you know? So you can probably download or maybe buy it in other formats on there. I've just posted a link in the chat room for feedbands.popcrackle.com. I don't get paid from them, I swear. Well, actually, I take that back. I mean, they do. I would get a kickback, actually. So I don't know why I just lied. But I mean, they're not paying me in advance to advertise. You know. Let's just listen to the music. Deadrack66 just asked what my geekiest record is. Wow. I have a lot of them. Oh man, I guess it partly depends what you consider geeky. Oh man. I have one in mind. Let me go grab it. Yeah, putting me on the spot again. Whipped cream and other delights. I might not have that one, believe it or not. I have a bunch of his, but I might not have that one. But let me show this geeky record. It's one of many definitions of geeky, so. Alright, so this is one of many possible definitions for geeky, for a geeky record. And it's actually a box set, so... It's Listen and Learn Japanese. I have at least one other language learning box set. I think the other one is Hebrew. But yeah, I think this is pretty geeky, right? Oh man, it was just such an oddball find. Yeah. Well, Mark was asking me to speak some Japanese, but I haven't cleaned the records yet. And I know I play dirty records. Hey, what's up, Nasty Nate? Oh, I remembered what I was gonna... Oh, it's Malta Goya. It's a malt beverage. So it's non-alcoholic. As you can see right there. very interesting flavor. You can find it in the Mexican section of your grocery store. I used to be able to find it at most grocery stores, but now it's just like the higher end grocery stores that I can find it. It's good stuff. What I was talking about before, and I forgot what I was going to say, was it seems like no matter how long these live videos are, because we were talking about me and Mr. Mayo making a 4.5-hour live video, and which, you know, more power to him if he can handle that, but I sure can't. But no matter how long the video, I don't know about for him, but for me, the average watch time is almost always right around 11 minutes. So after about 11 minutes, people get bored of live videos and move on. He probably has a similar stat. I suspect his might be a little bit longer because, you know, he's a heavyweight in the vinyl community. I'm just a little guy. Oh. Well, I'll have to get in touch with you, Nasty Nate. Yeah, if you want to send me some samples, Nasty Nate was saying that he works for a cola company, and he wants to send me some samples. Yeah, I'll include them in a video. Definitely. Let me get in touch with you. You don't appear to have messages set up on YouTube, so I'm not sure how I'll be able to contact you. Unless you're on Facebook. I guess I'm not sure how to get your email address. Alright, I got it. So, I'll go ahead and remove that for you. I think I got it, so, oh, I see, you put it there. Sorry, I didn't see you had put it earlier. Still going. All right, Nasty Nate, I sent you the email. Wow, my brother Brian was saying that he watches Twitch where 4 hours is short. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, you're gonna send me 6 different sodas? Wow, that's very cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll definitely include them on my channel here and give you a little shout out. Very generous. Thank you. For those that maybe don't know, I do these live videos every Thursday. Lately it's been in the evening here in Southern California. "24-hour streams? Oh, that's ridiculous." Hey Brian, what's the longest stream you've watched? Wow, your family has run the company for 3 generations? Wow, that's crazy. I have a little pup down here under the table. She wants my seat. Bagels and Bongos by Irving Fields. Hi A1 Artist, thank you for joining me. I'm up to 9 people. I think I'm stealing people from Mean Mr. Mayo. He's probably going to be doing his live video long after I finish mine. I have a pup under the table here, so this definitely right here reminds me of Radiohead, and that's an awesome thing. Detroit Soda Company, excellent. Oh. The pup just ran into the table, so it... Yeah, that's totally Radiohead right there. Agatha, what do you want? She's acting like she wants something, but she doesn't need anything. Yeah, I'm totally digging this one. The first one was good. On the website, they describe this album as psychedelic. I don't think it really qualifies as psychedelic. I mean, that's like saying Radiohead is psychedelic. Maybe some of the other songs may have been a little bit, maybe. Yeah, indie. Yeah. Oh yeah, I enjoy Johnny Cash. Nasty Nate just asked if I enjoy Johnny Cash. I do. Sadly, I have maybe only 2 or 3 records and 145. he was absolutely amazing. Anytime you have an artist that's in a very specific genre, even one that's somewhat close to the mainstream, you know, he was like a crossover artist, and like even people that don't love or don't even like country music, frequently they'll like Johnny Cash. He's just one of those. I'm still going to be filming my Willie Nelson collection, which I have a lot of Willie Nelson. He's much easier to find in thrift stores, because about 90% of my collection is from thrift stores. So, yeah, gotta keep it cheap, you know? But I've managed to pick up a few Johnny Cash. Yeah, he's definitely my favorite country singer. I mean, that's kind of the expected answer, but it's true. He was damn good. So, you know. But, I mean, Willie Nelson isn't too far behind him, in my opinion. He's put out a ton of very solid music. So in other words, yes, I do love Johnny Cash. You have an autographed record from Johnny Cash? Wow. That was Nasty Nate again. Wow. Man. Whew. Hopefully you didn't have to take out a second mortgage or something. Yeah, DeadRack66 was saying Willie Nelson and Friends is a good CD to check out. He did a ton of collaboration albums. I think I was talking about that in my last video. He just did an absolute ton of collaborations. I think he had one with Ronnie Millsap, Ray Price. It goes on and on and on and on. Puddle Pity Party? I haven't seen that on America's Got Talent. There's a mashup of Pinball Wizard and Folsom Prison. That is hilarious. Oh. Alright, whoa. Next time I need to leave myself a little more room. Yeah, this one is much more to my liking than the first one. The first one, I like it, but this one, there's, you know, some really strong tracks on here. Gotta use my little velour brush. Is that what you call it? Yeah, so I still have another record planned to play after this, so that's gonna take us, yeah, probably around the 2-hour mark, maybe even a little bit longer. I have my Doctor Who selfie shirt on. warm in here. So warm. Tanner Johnson just asked if I own any. Oh, all right. Take care, Deadrack66. Thank you so much for joining me, and you were asking some great questions. So take care. Yeah, Tanner Johnson was asking if I own any Small Faces albums. Sadly, I don't. It's just one of those bands that you don't really find them at thrift stores, and they're also one of those bands that it's not one I would really seek out necessarily. Not that I don't like them, but they're kind of like in the back of my mind, like I should pick them up, yeah. But yeah, I don't have anything right now though. I'm almost done with my drink and we're only like an hour in. I might have to select another beverage. I guess there's some psychedelic qualities to this, but it's definitely more indie electronic, indie rock. Yeah, not so much electronic, I guess. Indie rock. Yeah, I was gonna say psychedelic indie rock, but it doesn't really strike me as psychedelic, so I don't know. Hey, Colin, how are you? Thank you for joining in, sir. Mackenzie said possibly experimental. A little bit, maybe. Some of the experimental music I've heard is very experimental. So, like, yeah, like almost unlistenable experimental. So So this doesn't really strike me as experimental, but maybe some experimental qualities to it though. So, but again, for those that are just joining, this is the Vliets, VLIETS, on Feedbands. So feedbands.popcrackle.com. So. Relaxing after work. That's Colin. I see your poetry popping up once in a while on Facebook, so we're gonna have to do another book. Yeah, not to talk about business during a live video, but I have so many projects going on right now. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I definitely want to do something else with you though, Colin. But right now we're just relaxing. I don't know if it was, I think it was Mackenzie I was talking to about my now playing stand. This thing right here. He was mentioning that he needed one or wanted one. I'm actually going to be receiving a sample for review. This company, I've reviewed one of their other products before, and they're going to send me a couple vinyl related products to review. So I should be getting those in a couple days. One of them is a now playing stand, and the other is a album frame. So. Oh wow, that's cool, Colin. You're gonna do a reading? Excellent. Wait, are they gonna let you sell copies there, or? Or did you give all your copies away already? For those that don't know, David, John Smith, how are you? Reminds you of David Gilmour. I can see that on this one. Yeah. Yeah, for those that don't know, oh, you'll have a few copies with you for the students? Well, that's cool. I recently published a book for Colin Medicine Horse. He writes prose poems, or prose poetry. Very, very interesting. So you can go to rendeluxe.com and check it out. I'm doing a lot of advertising in this video. I do apologize, but you know. Yeah, this album is more my usual kind of thing compared to the previous one, which was garage rock. We're listening to this. I know it doesn't have their name on it. I don't even think it has the name on the back, actually. But it's the Vliets. That's VLIETS. They're on Feedbands. I believe copies of this are still available on the Feedbands website. So, you know, if you want a copy, definitely check it out. I think they run like $22 plus $2.50 or $2.99 shipping, something like that. This one especially, I really like this one. Definitely some Radiohead qualities to it, definitely. Cool. I'm glad you like it, Colin. Yeah, this one I would describe as psychedelic. A lot of the other tracks, I wouldn't say they were psychedelic. This one definitely has some psychedelic qualities to it, in my mind anyway. It does make me feel a bit like I'm high, so... Not that I know what that's like, but, you know, I can imagine. I mean, here I am drinking a non-alcoholic beverage. Mark asked some good questions there. Is there a style of music I don't like? And on the other side of that coin, what is your favorite genre? Well, I'll start with the easy one first. My go-to genre is classic rock. Best band in the world is The Doors. So... that late 60s, early 70s classic rock, that's my sweet spot right there. 60s music in general, I'm also very fond of. As for a genre of music I don't like, Mark says, Doors over the Monkees. I love the Monkees, but yeah, they can't compare to the Doors. I mean, yeah. There's no comparison there. I do love the Monkees, though. Now, a type of music I don't like. I'm gonna have to think hard about this. Meanwhile, we are rocking out. Yeah. So basically, in my life, there have been 3 genres of music that I have said I don't like. Country music, disco, and rap. And all 3 are genres I like now. Country music especially, I'm really getting into. Disco, I can appreciate the deeper cuts, not the garbage like YMCA and stuff like that give disco a bad name. There's so many good disco songs out there. I don't know why people waste their time playing those. And then rap, yeah, I'm very, very selective with rap. Very selective. But there's another track. Yeah, I'm very selective with rap. So I guess I would have to lean towards that. Hi, Gilly Beck. He says, I don't think there is a type of music I don't like or can appreciate in some way. That's really how I feel. I've mentioned before, I love everything from classical music to death metal. So, yeah. Let's see. There's a lot of questions going on right now. Tanner Johnson asks what my favorite Doors album is. You know, their debut is very strong. Very, very strong. But I love Strange Days. The song When the Music's Over, that's like, yeah. So good, so good. I like that one better than The End, as far as epic songs go. Oh yeah, Colin Medicine Horse is saying that he enjoys classic country more than the modern. I totally agree. Definitely, you know, the early 80s and before was like a great period for country music. It did come back a little bit in the 90s. I got into Garth Brooks. But in general, that early classic stuff, like the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, that's where it's at, definitely. Oh, American Prayer. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Mackenzie's saying that he would say that he doesn't like rap, and yet he's discovered Logic, a rap artist that he's enjoying, and you know, that's a good thing, Mackenzie. I think it's a mistake for anyone to close their minds to any kind of music. There's a time and a place for any kind of music, in my opinion. You know, you may have to be more selective in certain genres, but you know, it can't all be good, right? Let's see here. The most prized album in my collection? That was John Smith asking that. The most prized album in my collection. Wow. Well, I actually showed it earlier. So I have it right here. It's this. I showed this earlier. Someone was asking about Grails. Anything by Charlie Parker is a Grail for me. Definitely one of my favorite jazz musicians. Specifically, my second favorite jazz musician. I found this at Salvation Army for 25 cents. And you just don't find his stuff at thrift stores. So I mentioned earlier that when I found this, you know, digging through, like, Sing Along with Mitch or whatever his name is, and, you know, all these religious records and all that, and then to find this in playable condition, yeah, I cursed out loud. Yeah, so that's definitely the most prized. Yeah, 25 cents. Yeah, easily my best find ever. I don't know that it's worth a lot, but in fact, I'm pretty sure it's not. But it's worth a heck of a lot more than 25 cents. Oh man, good album, the Vliettes. I'll type it in the chat room so that people can see it. Yeah, the Vliettes. Very strange name for a band. I keep meaning with these artists, you know, I keep meaning to follow up and to see if, you know, they've released other music. I did that with one band, and it turned out that they had broken up. I think they did have one other album available, but yeah, they were broken up, and too bad. Yeah, 25 cents, wow. Alright, so I have one more album to play, can you believe it? Yeah, so again, I know some of you weren't here earlier when I put this on, but it's a purple record. Has some bits of white in it, like it's supposed to be granite, but it's not, honestly, it's not the best colored vinyl I've seen. Feed Bands has come a long, long way from these days. Yeah, I believe they do hand-poured vinyl now, if I remember correctly. These early ones, this was from June of 2013. These early ones were just, you know, done by a machine, and you know, the colors are, they're good, but nothing exciting. The modern ones, whoo-wee, man, yeah, they've really come a long way. So, all right, let's get another one going. All right, so this could be the last listen. The Cuckoo Birds. This is Don't Bring Your Boyfriends. Yeah. And I believe once again you'll see, I think this might actually be a, yeah, this one the color's better actually. It doesn't really tie in with the album art, which is like purples. And you see this is like a green, almost like a pea green marble. It's pretty cool, you know. So their pressing started getting a little better at this point. This was in July of 2013. I believe their third release. So, and you see that already with the label, they started, you know. It actually has the song titles on it and the name of the band, as opposed to that last one, which was just a generic, like completely generic Feed Bands logo, basically. So, I totally forget what this one is supposed to sound like. It's also supposed to be psychedelic, but you know, I don't know how psychedelic that last one was. Got the trusty velour brush here. Yeah. It's another hot night, my goodness. Whew. seems like when I'm doing these videos, I get extra hot. Oh, you would think it would. You would think it's supposed to cool down. Yes. Down to the bitter dregs. The song's a little bit louder. That doesn't sound psychedelic to me. More garagey. It was good while it lasted. Mark was saying he paid $10 for a box of records. And there was some Charlie Parker 78s in it, in the box. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Mark was also saying he loves the colored vinyl, and that some people had to hang up about it and only want black vinyl. That's really loud. I guess some people are concerned that it's not going to sound as good. I think those days are long gone. In the early days of picture discs, specifically, the sound quality was horrendous. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe they couldn't make the grooves as deep or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, colored vinyl's beautiful. I actually love the look of nice, clean black vinyl, but the colors that they do on these colored vinyl records is just, it's artwork. It's almost a shame to keep it in a sleeve. So it's pretty cool. It's been a long time since I listened to these, so probably close to 4 years. No, maybe 2 years. I think I've listened to them more recently than when I first got them. Because I know I played them with this turntable. I was mentioning that they have, these early releases anyway, had issues being played on cheap record players. But as you can see, they play great on this turntable. This wasn't expensive. It retailed for $150 and, well, I think maybe $200 originally. And then the price was down to $150, and then they were having a blowout clearance, and it ended up being $75. So it's a decent, like, DJ-oriented turntable. But yeah, when I had a Jensen JTA220, just a little cheap record player, these would skip badly, very badly, and so I had to cancel my subscription to Feedbands. So this is definitely garage with even a little bit of punk sound to it. Honestly, it's not the best sound quality on this one. But you know, it has kind of a raw sound, so maybe it works. Cuckoo birds. Oh, my brother Brian was asking if I've heard Jimmy Rogers. Not to my knowledge. Is that Western Swing that we were talking about last time? I think it's safe to say we're going over 2 hours tonight. Probably not a lot over, but... Oh, the father of country, wow. So that's going way back then. Because I think Western, or country Western, isn't that like from the 30s? Or, I know it's definitely already around in the 40s. The 20s, wow. And Mark Mai says, King of the Train and Truck Stop. Jimmy Rogers. I'll have to look into it. If it's from the 20s, I love that sound. A very, very classic sound. Sad I'm out of my drink. Probably gonna have to get another beverage. This was good though. I still have the flavor in my mouth. It has a very distinctive flavor, so I'm gonna continue enjoying the flavor in my mouth for a while. I'm sure me and Mr. Mayo's live video is still going on. Back down to 5. Oh, someone else has joined. I was about to say I'm back down to 5 people. I think I got up to 8 or 9. Yeah, but that's fine. We're just hanging out, listening to music. Yeah. This is another good one. Much more raw sound. Oh, In the Jailhouse Now, that was Jimmy Rogers. Can you still hear the music okay? Sounds like this one's in Spanish. Mariposa venenosa. Time for another drink. opted for some Bundaberg Diet Ginger Beer. Cheers. Yeah, I love ginger beer. It's not especially strong. I've had some that you drink it and it just burns all the way down your throat. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that to me before a long time ago. Making a ginger float. Some vanilla ice cream. Man, might have to go out and buy some ice cream. The song is called Convent Girl. I guess my brother Brian was doing a little research on the cuckoo birds, saying that they have a hippie bus. I can picture them having a hippie bus. Well, that was the first sight already. Woo. Yeah, so I think from these, even these first 3 albums, you can see that feed bands, you know, they have a wide variety of artists, and let me tell you, like the ones they're putting out now, they're even further apart. Yeah, you'll have like some folk rock, and then some indie electronic, and I think they've put out some rap albums. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I love variety, so that's one reason feed bands work so well for me. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I will never give up my feed band subscription again. I just love supporting independent musicians, and plus it's not like they're outrageously expensive or anything. Considering what you get and that it's limited editions, I think it's a great deal. So, all right, let's hear the second side of Cuckoo Birds. Mark Mine was saying he's been on a green tea kick. I love green tea. There's actually a pastry shop. I recently took Matt Hayes there, and if you buy, it used to be $5 worth of pastries, you get a free drink. They raised the price to $7, so you spend $7, they'll give you a free drink, either coffee or iced green tea. And their iced green tea is just amazing. It just, oh man, so good. That's a big part of the reason I go there. And I always spend the minimum to get the drink, so. Plus the pastries are really good. Definitely. Yeah, but ginger beer, I love ginger beer. Much better than ginger ale. Yeah, ginger ale does in a pinch, but ginger beer is where it's at. Oh, you brew your own green tea, Mark? That's cool. My brother Brian said he's had hard root beer. Ah, Nasty Nate. Some Bundaberg Diet Ginger Beer. I love ginger beer. Yeah, I ran out of that other one pretty quickly, actually. Yeah, ginger beer is awesome. So much better than ginger ale. Settle down. Settle down. Werner's, yes. I've had it. It's good. Oh, I'm in California. Nasty Nate was asking what state I'm in. Riverside, California, Southern California. Yes, Mark got it. Southern California. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Nate. Nate's gonna send me some soda samples. I will definitely include it in my next live video after I receive them anyway. That's so cool. Is this another Spanish one? Muchachita. Oh, the last track is called Gato Malo. Malo in Spanish is bad, and of course gato is cat, so bad cat. Thank you, sir. I do have you're just seeing a tiny portion of it. There's more shelves down here that you can't see. There's some baskets on the floor down here with more. There's boxes in that room and in that room filled with vinyl. Yeah, and back here behind me you can't see, there's stacks and stacks of sets of drawers of cassettes. I also love cassettes and CDs. Yeah, I really need to trim the collection though. It's difficult to let music go though, very difficult. I'm really liking this song. See, out of the three, they definitely have the rawest sound. Very cool. Mark, I remind you of the Albert Hammond song? Blasphemer? Mark was saying it never rains in Southern California, but strangely enough, we've had rain just show up out of the blue a couple times, and like it was over 100 degrees, and all of a sudden it gets really windy and these clouds roll in, and then we have a thunderstorm. So thunderstorms here are very, very rare. Maybe like 2 or 3 times a year, maybe. I know in the Midwest, it's very, very common. I lived in Peoria, Illinois for three years. Oh, okay. That's the Albert Hammond song. It never rains in Southern California. Okay, I get it now. Albert Hammond has a song called "It Never Rains in Southern California." I see. Okay, you said blasphemer because I was talking about thinning out the collection. I see. Well, if it helps any, I'm gonna start with the cassettes. That was Mark Mai, by the way. The cassettes especially, I have a lot that, honestly, I'm probably never going to listen to them. They're just so cheap to pick up. I can frequently get them for 25 cents. But I need to be more selective and... Because I have at least several hundred cassettes. I could probably pare it down to probably a couple hundred, and I'd be fine with that. Vinyl is what's really hard to part with. CDs, I think, I do have some CDs I could get rid of. I love CDs still, though. I think it's a great format. You were looking for something and found a Walkman with a Phil Collins cassette still in it? Face value? Yeah, that's a great album. I love Phil Collins. And Walkman they're not easy to find at thrift stores, especially in working condition. I bought two in thrift stores that neither of them worked. They were actually in bad shape, but I was able to return them. We're on the last song, so we're gonna end right around the 2-hour mark, so my timing is good. I like it. It's a good album. Out of the three I played, definitely the Vliets is my favorite. I do enjoy the raw qualities to this one, though. This one, there's definitely some psychedelic moments to it. This part right here is a little bit psychedelic. It's making me trip out a little bit. Or maybe that's the ginger beer, I don't know. Yeah, each one has a unique feel. Mark, I think you should consider doing a live video. I would totally join you. You know, if I'm available. Yeah. Well, there you go. Very, very cool. Definitely, I highly recommend Feedbands. And you know, you don't even have to go to my link. You could just go to feedbands.com. You'll be supporting the independent musicians, and you can get a free record. But you know, if you do like my channel and you know want to support it, you can go to feedbands.popcrackle.com, and that way I get credit for it and give it a little kickback. So Anyway, any questions, anyone? But we're pretty close to the 2 hour mark. I do want to briefly mention one of my other channels. Uh, One of my other loves is comic books. Um, so I have a channel called Comics by Moonlight. So feel free to check that channel out. Yeah, Mark, it's gonna be the same, probably the same time or similar time next Thursday. Um, these live videos, I'm gonna stick to the weekly on Thursdays. I think that works out well. And the time for now is gonna work because my wife is at work at this time right now, teaching a class. So it lets me play the music loud and make a fool of myself live. So, but anyway, I'm glad everybody was able to join me at least for 11 minutes. Supposedly that's the average watch time of these live videos. So, yeah, but thank you so much for watching, and I really enjoy doing these live videos, and I'm so glad you guys can hang out with me and enjoy a beverage. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.